I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold. You might need a sweater too. I'ma put a ride on ya. Kid from California, trying to make it in life. In school they never taught ya. Dreams of...
Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be back working on this Duramax here. In the last video I painted the front rad support, we changed out and painted it and swapped the frame over. So pretty much ready to drop the cab back down on here. So gonna put the cab on and then start hooking up all these wires, I guess. And yeah, I got a few other parts I need to get, which should be here today. And then I can pretty much assemble it all. I got we'll put the cab back down and then put the rad supports in, or the rad in, the intercooler in, hook up all these wires. I have a couple connectors I gotta fix because this is the headlight wire and they actually chopped it off for some reason. So gotta fix that. This hose has a little leak in it. This was from the battery tray. When it shifted over a little bit, it just must have nicked it. So, but getting pretty close anyways. So we'll get the cab back down and then start hooking some wires and stuff up. So I got the cab pretty much all bolted on and I got most of the wiring bulk or buttoned up here. So starting to get pretty close. I'm actually waiting on the intercooler still. Apparently I didn't order. Anyways, there's a mix up, so it should be here in a couple days. And then I can put that together. I put some new rims on it. They're a 22 by 10, positive 10 Feel Mavericks. And the 35s. So I'm just gonna push it outside here with the skid steer, and then I can I'm gonna put the box on, and then I can push it back inside and put it up on the hoist. I gotta put the drive shafts in still and feeler things underneath, but I got pretty much all the wiring's pretty much done, and but I need to bleed the brakes, and then I'm gonna put the rad in. I don't have the intercooler yet, but we'll put the rad in. Can do that, and then I haven't decided if I'm gonna put the fenders on yet or if I'm gonna paint the fenders off of it. But I'm gonna probably have to blend the door into the door because I bet you it's not gonna match, especially with this color. So I'll probably have to blend the doors. I'm gonna get it pushed outside here and we'll set the box on and just roll it back in and put it up on the hoist so I can button up the rest of that stuff. But it's getting pretty close. Frame looks pretty sweet though. Wiring and everything pretty much wrapped up on the truck. Just need to paint the fenders and the hood, the bumper and all that stuff. So I got it all in the paint booth here, pretty much all prepped and ready to go. So I scuffed it all down and also hit it with 320 grit. So just gonna seal it all and paint it up. So I also get a lot of questions about how or what the paint booth setup is. So pretty much just got big ass heater here, crack the door so you get air pulling in here. I like to put a window here so you can open this window up instead of having to crack the door. And then the air mixes coming in here, and then it comes through the filters and then in here and then out the outside, and just got like a 5-horse electric motor. And I usually have filters on here, I just don't have any right now, but I should really replace them before it gets all clogged up. But that's pretty much the setup, and it's about about minus 24 right now, and I should be able to paint. I just gotta have the heat on a little bit more, and keeps it pretty warm in here. I like to have it like, I don't know, about 22 to 24 degrees ish is kind of what I shoot for, but that's what it's the nicest to paint anyways. So, but yeah, we'll get it prepped and get this stuff painted up. So after I got my sealer down, I always wet the floor with some soapy water. Just keeps dust down. And then I can just do my base coat. After my base coat, I just let the first coat flash off. And I usually put a little bit of hardener, or 10% hardener in my base coat. So then after the first coat flashes off, I always just hit it with a 800 to 1000 like sponge pad, just to knock anything off the top there. So let's go spray the base coat and we'll let it flash off. So after my first base coat, I just let it dry for about half an hour. Then you can see I just hit it with this foam back. It's like 800 to 1000 grit. And any little nibs or stuff you had in the paint or in the sealer even, it'll knock the tops off, and it really makes a huge difference on your end results. So just a little bit, takes a little bit more time, but definitely worth it in the long run. So I don't know if you can see up close here, but just kind of knocks the tops off of any little, and then so you gotta blow it off real good after, because you'll have like a little bit of just a bit of dust and stuff you clean off here, and then tack it again. But it makes a world of difference in your final results. So I did 2 more base coats and then a flow coat just to get all the metallics looking right, and then 3 coats of clear, and here's the result. Looks pretty awesome. Pretty much hardly even need to buff it. And then I just put the fenders in the heat overnight, just because it's so bloody cold out, so then to have heat on the other side. But here's the fenders. So they're pretty much dry enough. I'm gonna put them on the truck and the bumper over there. And also the fascia here. So everything looks pretty good. I'm gonna just take the fenders over and I can install them on the truck now. I think I'm ready for them. So. So I can't do too much really until I get that fan shroud, because I don't want it to put it together and take it back apart. I gotta finish fixing this splice on the headlight, but I got the wrong schematic for the pin out, so I'll get that tomorrow. And yeah, next up is pretty much blend the fenders, put the fan shroud and the intercooler in once I get it, and put the rest of it back together and start it up. But thanks for watching, and tune in for the next one. Peace.